In this video, I want to share with you some hadiths about the value of good manners. Now, this is first and foremost a reminder to myself, but I want to share with you these extraordinary hadiths, which are so precious, I think, to our civilization. All peoples can benefit from this amazing teaching we find in the authenticated hadiths of the Prophet Muhammad, upon whom be peace. And I'm going to be reading some hadiths from this marvelous little very thin booklet, 40 hadith on good manners. And there's a marvelous couple of paragraphs by way of introduction in this pamphlet, which I want to share. And it goes like this. Good manners used to be the main purpose of education. To be educated meant to be polite, avoid causing unnecessary offense, and to know how to say the right thing at the right time. Nowadays, education is geared to merely ensure a better chance in the labor market, largely ignoring a rounded personality and individual maturity as desired outcomes. It's all very true, I think. Within Islamic teachings, faith and manners take center stage in assessing the quality of people, taking precedence over wealth and status. For example, when finding a partner suitable for marriage. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, even described his mission as a pursuit to perfect manners amongst his followers. And this is something, by the way, I found completely astonishing when I first encountered Islam, the emphasis placed in the fundamental texts in the Quran and the Sunnah on the value of good manners as essential to our lives as people who follow God, as submit to him. It's much less found in another religion, shall we say. Good manners are the glue which binds society. In their absence, people, fall out with each other and society falls apart. Today, when social cohesion is weak and many do not know where to look for guidance, teaching the basics, such as the value of good manners, becomes imperative. So marvelous words by way of introduction there. And then we have the 40 hadith themselves. And the first one they mention is Abu Darda reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, "Nothing is heavier upon the scale of a believer on the day of resurrection than his good character. Verily, Allah hates the vulgar and obscene." Hadith found in Al-Tirmidhi. The Prophet, upon whom be peace, was asked about the deed which will be foremost in causing a man to enter Jannah. That's the Arabic word for paradise. He replied, "Fear of Allah and good conduct, good manners." Then he was asked about that thing which will admit a man to hellfire the most, and he answered, the tongue and the private parts. So how you speak to people is so important, of course. Another hadith, the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, "The most beloved people to Allah are those with the best character." Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, "He who believes in Allah and the last day, let him show hospitality to his guest. And he who believes in Allah and the last day, let him maintain good relations with his kin, i.e. his family. And he who believes in Allah and the last day, let him speak good or remain silent." And this hadith is found in Al-Bukhari and Muslim. And that's something I've learned the hard way quite often, actually, over in the past. And that is not always to respond to criticism or hurtful words, not always to retaliate, not always to give as good as one got, but sometimes to remain silent. Silence itself is actually a very powerful response. It's not just the absence of noise, the absence of sound. It can be a powerful response, this sense of not retaliating and retaining one's dignity. So that's a lesson, as I say, that I learned the hard way, and I'm still putting into practice if I can. Anas, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, no one of you becomes a true believer until he likes for his brother or sister what he likes for himself or herself. There's another marvelous hadith about leaving that which does not concern us, does not concern me. Abu Hurairah reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, part of the perfection of one's Islam is his leaving that which does not concern him. Part of the perfection of one's Islam is leaving that which doesn't concern him, i.e. not being a busybody, not snooping into other people's affairs, however juicy it may seem. I mean, daytime television, the Americans invented this, unfortunately. It's all over the place now. Get this sense of people, getting involved in other people's affairs and taking an interest in them and delighting in, particularly if they're misfortunate or scandalous or whatever, is all very, very unedifying, and something honest that the Quran and the Sunnah speaks against this kind of behavior. And the importance of never belittling a good deed. Abu Dhar, may Allah be pleased with him, reported the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said to him, do not belittle any good deed, even your meeting with your brother, your fellow Muslim, with a cheerful face. This was amazing teaching when I first came across it. Wow, I never heard this in my Christian past. Don't belittle any good deed, even meeting your brother with a cheerful face. And this is powerful stuff. It really can transform an encounter with a fellow Muslim from just a routine thing that you can really infuse pleasantness and niceness, which is really important in our society. Another hadith about Allah loving gentleness. Abu Hurairah reported the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, indeed, Allah is gentle and loves gentleness and gives due gentleness that which he does not give to harshness. Indeed, Allah is gentle and loves gentleness and gives due to gentleness that which he does not give to harshness. Beautiful teaching there in the hadith. And also there's a hadith about humbleness. Humility is rewardable. Abu Hurairah reported the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, wealth does not diminish by giving charity or sadaqah. It doesn't go down. It's interesting that. This really is true. Allah augments the honor of one who forgives. He increases the honor of one who forgives. And no one humbles himself for Allah, but Allah will exalt him in ranks. And there's an identical teaching in the Gospels that says, I won't go into the Gospels, but Jesus taught exactly the same teaching, as he did on many other topics as well. But there's great overlap between what the Quran and the Sunnah teach and what Jesus himself, peace be upon him, taught. Charity is due every day. This is another hadith where Abu Hurairah reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, every day the sun rises. Every day the sun rises. Charity, sadaqah, is due on every limb of a person. Administering justice between two people is a charity. And assisting a man to mount his beast or helping him load his luggage on it is a charity. And a good word is a charity. And every step that you take towards the mosque for salah, for prayer, is a charity. And removing harmful things from the road is a charity. Hadith from Al-Bukhari and Muslim. What extraordinary teaching. If only we put this into practice as a whole society, how different our world would be. And this hadith is I'm about to read is very, very powerful hadith. It really hit me, and it still does whenever I come across it. It's the consequences of truthfulness and lying, profound consequences. Abdullah ibn Masud, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Prophet, upon him be peace, said the following: you must be truthful. Verily, truthfulness leads to righteousness, and righteousness leads to paradise. A man continues to be truthful and encourages honesty until he is recorded with Allah as truthful. And beware of falsehood. Verily, falsehood leads to wickedness, and wickedness leads to the hellfire. A man continues to tell lies and encourages falsehood until he is recorded with Allah as a liar. Hadith in Muslim. Powerful words. So to say, these reminders are to myself first and foremost. Another beautiful hadith about making things easy for other people. Abu Burda, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, "Make things easy and do not make things difficult. Give glad tidings and do not repel people. Don't put them off by one's attitude, one's words, one's demeanor, one's character. Cooperate with each other and do not become divided." Make things easy and don't make things difficult for people. Don't repel people. Cooperate with each other and do not become divided. This is Sahih Hadith in Al-Bukhari. Very profound and important teaching for us today, of course. Abu Huraira reported the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, "The Muslim is the one from whose tongue and hand the people are safe, and the believer is the one people trust with their lives and their wealth." Speaks for itself. And here are some good words that protect against the fire. And again, this is one of my favorite hadiths. Very beautiful. The Prophet is reported to have said, "Guard yourself against the fire of hell, even if it be only with half a date fruit given in charity. And if you cannot find even that, then with a good word." Hadith in Abu Bukhari and Muslim. Such a beautiful teaching. Just do whatever you can, even if it's just apparently the smallest thing, half a date fruit. And if you can't find that, then just with a good word. Stunning, absolutely amazing. And there's more teaching here about how arrogance prevents entry to Jannah, to paradise. Abdullah ibn Masud, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, "He who has in his heart an ant's weight of arrogance will not enter Jannah, will not enter paradise." Someone said, "A man likes to wear beautiful clothes and shoes. What about him?" The Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, "Allah is beautiful and he loves beauty." Arrogance means ridiculing and rejecting the truth and despising people. Hadith found in Muslim. Another hadith stressing the importance of greeting people. The Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, "A man asked the Prophet, which act in Islam is the best?" Someone asked the Prophet, "What's the best act in Islam?" He, peace and blessings be upon him, replied, "To give food and to greet those who you know and those you do not know." Hadith found in Bukhari and Muslim. To give in charity, to support the poor, to help those who do not have, to give them food here or anywhere in the world as best we can, and to greet those who you know and those you do not know. Hadith on good manners. There's another hadith about the etiquette of greetings. Anas ibn Malik, may Allah be pleased with him, reported the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said to him, "Dear son, when you enter your house, say Assalamu alaikum to your family, for it will be a blessing both to you and to your family. Peace be upon you. When you enter into your home, say this to your family, peace be upon you. And that will be a blessing both to us and to our families." Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "A rider should salute a pedestrian. A pedestrian should salute one who is sitting, and a small group should salute a large group of people." Found in Al-Bukhari and Muslim. This is how it works, how we say our salams, our greetings, our peace to people. A rider should salute, say peace, salam to a pedestrian to one should salute one who is sitting down, and a small group should salute a larger group of people. Very, very interesting etiquette. What about parents? How should we treat our parents? Abdullah ibn Masud, may Allah be pleased with him, said, I asked the Prophet, upon whom be peace, which action Allah loves best? And he replied, prayer at its proper time. I asked, then what? He said, then kindness to parents. It comes after that fundamental pillar, the second pillar of Islam, after the Shahada, is Salah, prayer. What comes after that for him? After prayer, kindness to parents. That's what Allah loves best. Another hadith, Abu Usaid al-Saidi, may Allah be pleased with him, said, we were sitting with the Prophet when a man of Banu Salama came to him and asked, O Prophet, is there any kindness to parents left that I can show to them after their death? He, the Prophet, peace be upon him, replied, yes, to pray for them, supplicate for their forgiveness, fulfill their promises after their death, maintain the ties of kinship which cannot be maintained except through them, and honor their friends. Hadith found in Abu Dawud. Another hadith where Ibn Anas reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, blessed is the one who is good to his parents. Allah Almighty will extend his lifespan. Hadith found in Bukhari. God will actually extend his lifespan, his age, his years or days and weeks and months on this planet if he is kind to his parents, is good to his parents. This is a really significant difference it makes to one's life. Blessed is the one who is good to his parents. Allah Almighty will extend his lifespan. And kindness to families. Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, verily, truly, the most complete of believers in faith are those with the best character and who are most kind to their families. These are the most complete of believers. The best of believers in faith are those with the best character and who are most kind to their families. And also kindness to youth and respect to elders. Abdullah ibn Abbas reported the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, he is not one of us who is not merciful to our young, nor respects the rights of our elders, nor enjoins good, nor forbids evil. That's hadith in Tirmidhi. He's not one of us who is not merciful to you. What does that mean? I guess for me, that might mean overlooking their people's mistakes, immaturity, not getting things right, being young, just not get. We all make mistakes, of course, but this merciful to our young, giving them a second chance and a third chance, encouraging them, hoping that they will do better, and respecting the rights of our elders, and enjoining good and forbidding evil. Of course, that's in the Quran as well. And it's not just to our youth and our elders, it's also to our neighbors. Abdullah bin Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, the best of companions with Allah is the one who is best to his companions, and the best of neighbors to Allah is the one who is the best of them to his neighbor. And this is a very striking hadith, this next one, about keeping good company. Is characteristic of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The way he expresses this is very distinctive, I think. Very beautiful. It goes like this. Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, I heard the Prophet saying, verily, The parable of good and bad company is that of a seller of musk and a blacksmith. The seller of musk will give you perfume. You will buy some, or you will notice a pleasant smell. As for the blacksmith, he will burn your clothes, or you will notice a bad smell. And this hadith is in Bukhari and Muslim. The parable of good and bad company is that of a seller of musk and a blacksmith. The seller of musk will give you perfume. You will buy some, or you will notice a pleasant smell. But the blacksmith, he will burn your clothes, or you'll notice a bad smell. This is a parable, of course, about the odor, how you will feel about good company and bad company afterwards. And this goes on in this little booklet here to the signs of a hypocrite, of course. And as always, these are reminders to myself, first and foremost. Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, reported the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, there are 3 signs of a hypocrite. When he speaks, he lies. When he makes a promise, he breaks it. And when he is trusted, he betrays his trust. Hadith in Bukhari and Muslim. In another narration, we read the following words, which are added to this same hadith. Even if he observes fasts, performs salah, and asserts that he is a Muslim. So he can be a hypocrite, and even if he fasts and prays and asserts that he is a Muslim. Abu Huraira reported the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, 2 characteristics are not found together in a hypocrite: good manners and understanding of the religion. It's very profound. And a couple of hadiths about fair dealing and loans comes under the heading of hadiths on good manners. It's all part of how we relate to people. Jabir, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, may Allah show mercy to a man who adopts a kind attitude when he sells, buys, and demands for the repayment of loans. Hadith from al-Bukhari. Abu Qatada, may Allah be pleased with him, reported the Prophet, upon whom be peace, said, he who likes Allah to deliver him from the calamities of the day of resurrection, let him either give respite to a debtor or grant him remission of loans in straitened circumstances. Hadith in Muslim about loans, fair dealing in loans, and showing mercy to people. And I think the very last hadith, I haven't quite got up to 40, but this is a good selection nonetheless. I think the last hadith I'm going to share is one on visiting the sick. Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, I heard the Prophet, upon whom be peace, saying, when whoever visits a sick person or visits his brother for the sake of Allah, a heavenly caller, an angel, will announce, may you be blessed, may your walking be blessed, and may you dwell in a residence of paradise. This hadith is found in Tirmidhi. Whoever visits a sick person or visits his brother for the sake of Allah, an angel will announce, may you be blessed, may your walking be blessed, and may you dwell in a residence of paradise. I think it's a beautiful final hadith to share with you. As I say, I've just been reading from this little booklet, 40 hadith on good manners, published by the Islamic Dawah Center International. What an extraordinary, powerful work. And look how thin and slim it is, but how much weight and substance does it contain for our benefit. And these reminders, so powerful to myself, first and foremost. I hope those were of some benefit to you as well, inshallah.